Hi, hello you beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Carmen Delport, multidimensional healer, quantum healer and channel. So today is my weekly energy update that I want to share with you what's coming up in my clients, myself, the people around me, and then what I'm tapping into in the energies that I tap into. Because at any given time there's so many timelines playing out, and it is our choice which timeline we are stepping onto and that we are on. Okay, so that's always a choice for us, what we are willing to experience in our life. Okay, so first of all, we've just been through a major energy week. We have experienced a lot coming up inside of ourselves. We have been shown a lot about ourselves, but equally we've had these magnificent solar flares that has just been really shifting us into a whole new dimension, I want to say. And the ascension symptoms has been pretty profound this week for many of my clients. Not everyone is feeling them the same, okay, and that's fine, because we cannot all be spiraling out of our bodies or feeling nauseous and all those things. So just be wherever you are, and that is perfect. So at the moment we are in this upcoming week until the 27th, 28th we're looking at, and we have actually this week we have the Mayan New Year coming up, which is on the 26th of July. So that is a day that is really for us to feel into who we are now and what we are creating and how we can be uniquely and proudly be ourselves. And what's also coming through is for the 26th of July is this feeling of what we want to create in this world, what we are sending out, what we are sharing with this world, and how do we want to just really be who we are meant to be in this lifetime. So really connecting to soul, which brings me to on the 25th of July on the Mayan calendar. The 25th of July is a no time day. It is the extra day, okay? And it's basically the day where time is just timeless. And this is a day for us to really connect into our soul, into our heart, and feel who we are at this moment and time. To step out of the ego, out of the mind, and just completely come into the heart and to feel the beauty, the presence, your uniqueness, so that you can go into the 26th, the new Mayan calendar year, and know who you are going forward, okay, that you want to create in this beautiful world. So we are in this week now of, so this is the last week of July, this really spiritual month. And this week we are really going deeper into ourselves, as in experiences from the past that has had a very big impact on who we are now, on who we've become. Those experiences are being shown to us. It's coming back up for us again, okay? Now, this is specifically around relationships, it's a big theme, but it can be anything, okay? It is something, and this can be more than one thing, okay? It is highly likely more than one thing that is really coming up for you. To just receive the wisdom from it, but also what we are receiving from it, is to see how that has shaped us, how that has made us into the person that we are now, how we have, when we were experiencing that time in our life, how we were navigating it, how we were doing the best we could at that moment in time, and to really go and receive the wisdom from it. Now, this is really important because we really do not want to go and make those same mistakes, or we don't want to repeat those patterns again, those karmic patterns, which is because when we are experiencing such a deep, profound experience, a deep wound, it can really change our beliefs around ourselves. Okay, so really this is being shown to us, and this can be coming up at the weirdest times over the next week, and it has been coming up the last few days at the weirdest times. Just these messages of what you've been through, and how much it has hurt, and how much you have allowed it to hurt and to shape you. Okay, so we are going back there to integrate the wisdom from it. We're not going back to it to wallow in it. Okay, we're going back to it to see how much we have progressed, how much we are willing to put up with, how much we have grown, as in how much we are willing now to accept. We are no longer willing to accept that. We are no longer willing to repeat those same patterns, but we really need to look at it to make sure we do not repeat it again. Okay? Now these are really, this is around relationships. Now this is relationship with self, what you've allowed. This is a relationship in your partnerships, but this is also relationships with all your loved ones. Okay, so this is really profound information we are receiving here to help us see who we are now and what we are, like I say, what we are willing to accept and not to accept in relationships. Because relationships are a balancing act, is giving and receiving. Okay, now, so we are reflecting on, we are looking at in our relationships, what are we willing to accept? What are we willing to balance out? And what are we no longer willing to accept in our relationships, but also from ourselves? So what that is also bringing up inside of us with this Mayan New Year is, what are we creating in our life? What is giving us fire? What is giving us passion? So when it comes to the creating, it is really looking at what do we need to, the actual physical steps to create what we want to create, but also the energy we're creating it in going forward. Okay, so this is a week that we are literally reprogramming how we are showing up for ourselves, how we are showing up in relationships, what we want, need in relationships, and what we are giving to relationships, but also how we are showing up for ourselves creatively. Now that brings also in that, what is it in this lifetime that we really want to feel we've made a difference, that we really want to feel we have created this. This is my purpose. I am proud of this, and this is what I'm creating. So we're also in this week of push-pull energies, of feeling the pulling down of the past wounds, the karmic cycles that we are leaving behind, and then the lifting of the energies as we come out of it and receive the, oh, you know, this is so exciting. I am so much more than that. I am worthy so much more than that. I am so much love. I am so much abundance in all its forms. So it's this push-pull this week that we're going through of receiving the information, feeling the love, feeling the joy. And also what we are seeing is this, how we are creating fun in our lives. We are creating fun differently now than we did before. And how are we creating more of the fun that we are experiencing in our lives? Okay, so this is a period of being creative, of really sinking into your creative energy. So this is a highly spiritual period of looking at your self-worth, your self-love, what you are spiritually going through in this beautiful spiritual month that we are in, and really how we are shining our light, how we are standing up for ourselves. So when I say standing up for ourselves, I mean how we are expressing ourselves. Okay, so this is a beautiful period for us to really shine what we are here to shine. So whatever you are going through this week, really make the time to sink into your heart, to connect with soul, to receive the guidance from your soul. Because your soul is giving you very clear guidance at the moment. Okay, and really trust that. Trust that guidance. When we get to the end of the week, the 26, 27, 28, is a good time to sit down and to journal what's coming up for you. To just look at what's coming up for you. Sit with it, receive the guidance, and then create the action plan of how you're going to follow soul's guidance. Okay? So this is a time, like I say, for loving yourself. It's all around self-worth. In your relationships, what you're no longer willing to put up with. What you want and what you need from relationships. And then creatively what we are creating in this world. So it can be very optimistic, but also we're going to go down into those past pains, past situations that we've learned so much from. And we are integrating it so we don't repeat it again now. Because what I'm seeing coming up is this this anger, frustration about the relationships, that what you've allowed, but get the wisdom from it. Okay? Don't get stuck in the anger, the frustration, the resentment. Get the wisdom from it and integrate that. And forgive and accept yourself for who you were then. You were doing the best you can back then. But we're also going back into the, how did I allow that? But we're also going back into those relationships of the things you really loved in it. So we experience all of that. Nothing is ever just bad or just good. And we don't like we're using those words, just bad or just good. It is all an experience, and we are reflecting this week so we can heal that, accept that lovingly, end that karmic patterns in relationships. Okay, but like I say, this is we are also in this week now of really looking at the financial decisions you're making. How are you creating? How are you spending? How are you receiving? Your beliefs around that. That's coming up from your past wounds as well. Okay? So we are literally looking at many aspects this coming week. So give yourselves the time and the space to reflect, to integrate, and receive the wisdom. Do not get stuck in it. Okay? Whatever you do, do not get stuck in any of it. Let it flow. Move your body. Let it flow through you. Okay, we are physical beings. We need to move in this life. We need to create in this life. So I'm sending you all so much love. Do sign up for my newsletter before I forget, because I do share very interesting information in my newsletters. I do sign up to this YouTube channel, to my Instagram, my social media. And as always, have a look at my website to see however I can help you on this beautiful journey to be your true authentic self, to navigate who you are, to remove these layers of programming and gunk we've accumulated over many lifetimes. Okay? And have a beautiful week and enjoy all these amazing energies that's coming in, that is having us going through this beautiful cycle in our life. Thank you for being here. Bye.